Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, Platinum Bricks 95, and we're back again with another Lego Marvel minifigure ranking. Firstly, just before we do get into the video, if you would not mind liking the video, because it really helps me out and helps me get on the YouTube algorithm, and it also shows me that you guys enjoy this sort of content. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind liking the video, it really helps me out. Also, if you're not subscribed, maybe think about clicking the subscribe button, but if you don't want to, I totally understand. So then guys, on to today's video, and like I said, we're back with another minifigure ranking, something that I'm planning on doing on the channel, especially with my frequent being the operative word, frequent Lego Marvel minifigures. Now, we've already done Captain America on the channel, and I do just want to give all of you guys who watched and supported that video a big shout out, because it actually did very well on the channel. So yeah, I definitely want to give a big shout out to all of you guys that supported that content. But today, we're here with the mighty Thor himself. So guys, Thor is a very frequent Lego Marvel minifigure. I mean, you'd expect him to be, as he is one of the big three. However, I don't have as many unique Thors as I do Captain America's. So today's ranking is only 11 minifigures. However, we've got to rank them top to bottom, and we're going to start with bottom, obviously. And I guess there's no point waiting anymore. Let's get right into the ranking. Let's go! Alright then guys, well, here are all of the Thor minifigures that are unique in my collection. Now again, Thor, like Captain America and Iron Man, is in fact part of the big three, you know, the three big hitters, the three final heroes that sort of take on Thanos in the Endgame. So Thor has been a very frequent minifigure since sort of, you know, they released the Avengers sets in 2012. This is that one here. So he's been around for a long time, a bit like Captain America. And as you can see, he's gone through quite a few iterations. Now today, obviously, we're going to be ranking them first to last. And again, just before we do get into the ranking, please do bear this in mind, guys. This is just my opinion, okay? If you've got a different favourite or a different least favourite, get down in the comments below and let me know. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get right into the ranking. And obviously, we're going to work from bottom to top, so we're starting with number 11. Alright then guys, well, the minifigure that unfortunately is coming in the last spot is in fact the Infinity War version of Thor. Now this Thor is split from Lego set number 76102, Thor's Weapon Quest. And unfortunately, this one has come dead last. Now, I will say this, I do actually really like this Thor minifigure. In fact, I like all Thor minifigures, if I'm being completely candid. However, I do not like the sleeveless look at all. But I do really like his hairpiece. I will say that. I preferred it when he had short hair to long hair. But I don't know, there's something about the sleeveless look that I just do not get on board with, and also he doesn't have a cape, which I don't like. So yeah, 11th place goes to the Infinity War version of Thor. Alright then guys, well, the minifigure that is just breaking into the top 10 is in fact one of the latest versions of Thor. This is the Thor split from Lego set number 76208, the Goat Bow, and also comes in the other Thor Ragnarok set as well. Now, straight away, obviously, I absolutely love his leg and torso printing. I really do. I also love this new Thor face. I know it was used on the Infinity War one, but I did just want to drop that in here and say I do actually love that lightning eye look that he does have. However, for me, again, sleeveless, don't like it. Do not like his axe at all. Really prefer the Mjolnir accessory for sure. And yeah, again, sleeveless, and I don't know. I prefer Thor in black, looking kind of classic, to be honest with you. And this one for me, I just didn't really like it, if I'm being completely candid. So that is why he's coming in 10th place. Alright then guys, well, the minifigure that is coming in 9th place is this original Avengers Thor. Now, this is split from Lego set number 6868, Hulk Helicarrier's Breakout. Now, don't get me wrong, he did appear in 3 of the sets that came out in the original Avengers wave. However, I've got to be honest, this is a very, very old minifigure. Like I said, 2012, so over 11 years old now. And credit where credit's due, I do actually think it's a good version of Thor. I really do love his solid and structured cape. It's not sort of flimsy like the new cotton ones. I do actually really like the old style of cape, but that is just me. However, since this Thor has been released, he's just been upgraded so many times, so that's why he's so low on this list. However, I've got to be honest, it is a really, really cool Thor, and some of you that don't have this Thor, look for his poly bag on eBay and you'll find it, and he's a really cheap minifigure, and yeah, it's just a good way to get Thor. Even nowadays, you can pick him up for maybe £5. So yeah, a brilliant minifigure, but someone had to come in 9th place, and unfortunately, it's this version of Thor. Alright then guys, well, the version of Thor that is taking the 8th spot is, in fact, this Christmas version of Thor, if I'm being completely candid with you, as it is split from Lego set number 76192, the Avengers Calendar 2022. Now, reasons that he is low is mainly because he's silver. Okay, that's the main reason. I don't like the silver. I would much prefer him to be wearing all black, like I just said. Now, I love the use of the scarf, and it makes him look very wintry, and I do really like that. And I do like the fact that he's got Mjolnir, not Stormbreaker, because they really need to come up with a good moulded version of Stormbreaker, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just not the biggest fan of this minifigure, really. I just prefer him, Thor, when he's all in black, and the silver just doesn't really do it for me. So yeah, I do like his hair though. Again, I like the short hair, I really do. But yeah, unfortunately, someone had to take the 8th place, and it is this advent calendar version of Thor. So then guys, this is the minifigure coming in 7th place, and you're probably thinking, isn't that the minifigure I've just seen? And yes, it is to some extent. However, the reason that this minifigure is ranked higher, I'll tell you it after I've told you what set this is split from. Now, this minifigure is split from Lego set number 76169, Thor's Mech Armor. Now, he's ranked higher because he's got his helmet. Straight away, because he's got his helmet, alright? The helmet, I love that version of Thor's helmet. I really do. I think it's amazing. I absolutely do. And I like the fact he hasn't got a scarf on, so you can actually see his red details on his torso. I do really like that addition. So that's why he's ranked higher, because he is essentially the exact same minifigure as this, except this one's got hair and a scarf, so you can't actually see his red look. And also this one comes with a helmet. So that is why, in my opinion, it's a better version of Thor, even though it's basically the same minifigure. Alright then guys, well, the minifigure that is coming in 6th place is this version of Thor, which actually does appear in 3 sets. However, the set that I have written down is set number 76192, Avengers Endgame Final Battle. Now, like I did just say, this minifigure does in fact come in 3 sets, so it's not actually a difficult Thor to get hold of. Now, again, look at the black look. I absolutely love that, I really do. I actually like his long hair here. Now, don't get me wrong, I do prefer Thor with the shorter hair. I just had to try and get his hair on straight there. I do prefer the shorter hair look. However, if you're going to give him long hair, give him long hair like that, because that hairstyle is way better than this one, in my opinion. I've just realised this is Qui-Gon Jinn hair. It's almost exactly the same as Qui-Gon Jinn's. Anyway, yes, like I said, it's ranked higher mainly because it is a black version of Thor, and I do really like that. Also, and like I keep saying, I do not like the Stormbreaker builds. Okay, I don't. I prefer him to have Mjolnir. I almost wish he still did have Mjolnir, but he uses Stormbreaker. And like I keep saying, I really do think they need to come up with a moulded piece for that, because this version of Stormbreaker is horrible, if you ask me. But yeah, unfortunately missing out on the top 5, but still a very, very good version of Thor. So then guys, the minifigure that is breaking its way into the top 5 is the Avengers Age of Ultron version of Thor. Now, this is split from Lego set number 76030, Avengers HYDRA Showdown. However, this version of Thor does come in 2 Lego sets, and I think the other one is in fact the original version of Avengers Tower. Now, nostalgia, okay? That is why you're probably thinking, after I've said so often how I prefer the black versions of Thor, nostalgia. Nostalgia for this one. This is one of the first Marvel minifigures I ever got, and I just love it. I love this version of Thor, I really do. And if we compare him to the absolute original version of Thor, you can see that there has been upgrades to just about every part of his figure. Now, obviously, he uses a cotton cape, which I don't like as much as the rigid ones, but there's much more detail on the torso. I prefer the use of dark silver on the arms to light grey. I just think it looks better. So yeah, but again, it's my opinion, so it's my list, and that's fine for me to put him wherever. But yes, nostalgia is playing a huge part in this. I absolutely love this minifigure, but I didn't want to be too nostalgic and rank him first, so I feel like 5th is, in fact, the perfect spot for it. Okay guys, well, the minifigure that unfortunately is just missing out on the top 3, but is breaking in 4th place, is what I like to call the classic version of Thor, based on Thor from, I forget what the Avengers show. Oh, Avengers Assemble, the TV show. That's right. Now, this version of Thor is split from Lego set number 76018, Avengers Hulk Lab Smash. Now, again, this is the only way to get your hands on this version of Thor, is to buy that Lego set. So I do like the exclusivity of him. And again, you're probably thinking, didn't you just say you like all the black versions of Thor? Yes, I do. But this is a classic version of Thor. This is the version of Thor I grew up with. Whenever I saw a picture of Thor, this is pretty much what he looked like. Now, there's obviously no beard, because in the show he doesn't have a beard. And if you take a look at his back face, you can see he also doesn't have a beard there. My biggest gripe with this minifigure, if I'm being completely honest with you, is he seems to have a monobrow, which I don't really like. But again, it's a very good version of Thor and a classic version of Thor. The only other way to get a really classic version of Thor is to get the Mighty Micros, but then he's not going to be full size. So yeah, I absolutely love this minifigure. I love his torso printing especially, and yeah, again, maybe a bit nostalgic because I bought this set when it was released, so I've had him for a long time. But yeah, for me, an amazing version of Thor. Alright then guys, well, the minifigure that is breaking its way into the top 3 is in fact split from Lego set number 76248, the Avengers QUINJET, one of my most recent acquisitions of Thor minifigures. Now, he does in fact come in 2 sets, and the other set is in fact Mjolnir, the buildable version of Thor's hammer. Now, straight away, the black suit is already making me fall in love with this minifigure, and I feel like this is the most accurate version of Thor from that movie. If you compare him to his original counterpart, which is obviously, the minifigure based on the movie, you can see just the level of upgrades they have put into this minifigure. Now, I'm going to be completely candid and say that I actually really prefer this version of Thor. I love, like I said, I love the black suit. I love the updates they've added to his face. And again, I think if you pop his head off, he should have the electric eyes. Yeah, that comes as standard on most Thor minifigures nowadays. But I will say this, my only downside on this minifigure is, again, you've got to spend like 90 quid on the new QUINJET or like 110 quid on Mjolnir. And yeah, that is annoying and a bit of a shame, but it's my ranking and he's definitely worthy of 3rd place. Okay then guys, well, the minifigure that is unfortunately just missing out on the top spot is in fact Bro Thor or Fat Thor or whatever you want to call him. So this minifigure is in fact split from Lego set number 76200, Bro Thor's new Asgard. Now, I know what probably a lot of you are thinking, why is he not top? Well, because number 1, it's my ranking and I prefer a different Thor minifigure, but number 2, I actually kind of agree with you because this is what you call an elite minifigure. I absolutely love that his belly hangs over his trouser line. I absolutely love all the printing on this. I love the fact he's got grey hands to symbolise the gloves he wears in the movie. So yeah, an amazing minifigure. And also, nothing to do with the minifigure, I want to talk about the set a second. That set is amazing. Genuinely, if you can get hold of Lego set number 76200, Bro Thor's New Asgard, and you don't already have it, get hold of it. Because I'm telling you now, it's a gorgeous Lego set and really a good investment, I think. And it is, in fact, the only way to get hold of Bro Thor. So yeah, for me, undoubtedly worthy of second place. An argument could even be made for him to be first. Alright then guys, well on to first place, and I can tell what version of Thor it is. Can you? Okay, I guess I'll reveal it. It is in fact this version of Thor. Now this version of Thor is split from Lego set number 76084, the ultimate battle for Asgard. Oh, I've got tongue-tied there a little bit. Now, of course, this is from the Thor Ragnarok line, and I'm very sad to say I don't own both the sets. I only own the Ultimate Battle for Asgard, an amazing set. Now, just take a look at this version of Thor. Okay, guys, wow, wow, wow. Now, I know I keep saying about the black suit, but this is where silver does, in fact, work for me. And again, accuracy to the movie, because I'm pretty sure his suit is in fact silver in that movie. The helmet plays a huge part. I love this version of Thor's helmet. I think it's amazing. I love the fact he's got a narrow cloak as well. Again, accurate to the movie, brilliant. And I know I said I don't like the bare arm thing, but it's okay when you put printing on one of those arms. And I just think it's amazing. I really, really do. I just love this minifigure, and for anyone who knows me, and everyone who's been watching the channel for any length of time knows my favourite MCU movie is in fact Thor Ragnarok, so that might be playing a little bit into factoring in why he's in first place. But I mean, look at this minifigure. It's just gorgeous, amazing detail and printing. I love the arm printing. That is a huge, huge part of why he might be in first place. But yeah, in my opinion, definitely worthy of being in first place. Alright then guys, well, just before we do get into the outro, I thought I'd give you one last closer look at all the Thor minifigures, and here they are all in their glory. And again guys, if you don't agree with me, definitely get down in the comments and tell me I'm an idiot, and then tell me which one is in fact your favourite, okay guys? But yeah, these are all of my unique Thor minifigures, and I have officially ranked them. So I guess it's time to get into the outro. Alright then guys, well there you have it. That is me ranking all of my unique Lego Thor minifigures. Now, again, I know I just said it, but I'm going to say it again. Get down in the comments and let me know if you agree with me. Also, let me know if you think I'm an idiot, because I'm totally okay with that. However, I do want to say that's Thor and Captain America, 2 of the big 3 frequent Lego Marvel minifigures done. So I guess that does just leave one of the big 3 left to do. And oh gosh, let me tell you, he is by far the most frequent Lego Marvel minifigure, apart from Outriders, but we don't talk about them because they haven't changed for about 6 years. But no, Iron Man will be the next ranking on the channel. Now, I will say, it might not be the next video, but it's definitely in the works, alright? I'll definitely do the big 3 frequent Lego Marvel minifigures, and then I guess after that, it's just finding other frequent Marvel minifigures to rank. But I will be doing that, and that will all be coming on the channel in the future. So then guys, just before we do go, the usual jargon, unfortunately for you guys, if you would not mind liking the video, for the reasons I stated at the start of the video, getting down in the comments for the reasons that I've stated throughout the video, and subscribing to the channel, again, for the reasons I said at the start of the video. Now, the other thing to say is, get down in the description and check out my TikTok and Instagram if you would not mind, or if that's the sort of thing you're into. If not, totally fine, don't mind. I'm posting daily on Instagram, just all Lego photos. Okay guys, it's all about Lego, and I guess a few little insights here and there into my actual life. So if that's something you want to check out, get down in the description below and check it out. So then guys, there you have it. That is in fact the end of the video. All that's left to say is thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for all of your continued support on the channel, because it really does mean a lot to me. And yeah, I actually really enjoy interacting with all of you guys and really do appreciate all of the support on the channel. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.